Hey, good morning, folks. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update. Remember, go to the YouTube link and you can get into the chat section if you want to ask some comments. Let's get right on into it. What's called a conditional severe weather probability today. And what that means is when we look at all the parameters, the winds aloft, the wind shear, those two situations would say we've got some nasty weather ahead for Michigan. But remember, a storm needs fuel. A storm generally in Michigan needs some sunshine ahead of it, heat. Well, it needs heat and moisture ahead of the storm. So today we're going to have numerous showers and thunderstorms, clouds around. And if you remember on the weekend, what happened was the skies almost totally cleared out. Temperatures zoomed to 75, and then in came the storms, and the feed of the warm air was there for the storms. This will probably not happen today. So that's why it's conditional. Could it happen? Yes, certainly. Are the parameters there for significant severe weather? Yes. But my feeling is it might happen in the far southeast or to our south because we're going to be so cloudy. So be on the lookout nonetheless. And I will keep you updated and we'll show you what we mean. So first, we're dealing with the wintry mix. Not too terrible. The snow has been pretty light over on the east side of the state. Now shifting north, and in the next couple of hours, I would say by 11 or noon, everybody would be over to rainfall. Then you go to the graphics from the Storm Prediction Center, and that shows you the brunt of the severe weather will be to Michigan south. If you're traveling south, somebody asked about driving down I-65 south today out of Michigan. Yes, that would be potentially a dangerous drive depending on your timing there. So let's break it down a little bit more for our region. So here are the graphics, the forecast, the severe weather graphics from the Storm Prediction Center. And there you see, I wonder if we have anybody on this morning. Just a second here. All right, so tornado forecast, 5% chance of a tornado from about Bay City to Mount Pleasant southward. Then we go to the damaging wind forecast, and southern half of the state in the black hatched area has a 10% chance of a 75-mile-an-hour wind or greater. And then also all these storms, especially at this time of the year, can produce some large hail. So we're basically looking at the southern half of the state, southern half of lower Michigan, as where you could have severe weather. Again, keeping you updated. And that's not until late afternoon or evening. So here we go through the day. 1 o'clock, showers around. Now, see, there can be a little break in there, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, but not quick enough and not clear enough, it looks like. And then, fortunately, and then we go to 5 o'clock. So thunderstorms probably over southwest lower at 4 and 5 o'clock, heading into the Detroit and Ann Arbor area at 6 and 7 o'clock. And then maybe a final line coming through the Detroit area. So at the moment, it just looks like hopefully we'll have a lot of activity before the severe storms can build up. We'll update you on that. I have been, and let's move on to see what's going on after that. What do you have for tomorrow? And actually, this person asked about driving south on I-65 tomorrow, which looks like the severe weather would be out of your area tomorrow if you're driving on I-65, but they do have flood warnings in effect through Kentucky for very heavy rainfall. Now we're into Friday, and we're still dry here. And the next storm, just a little bit of a glancing blow looks like on Friday night into Saturday. The southern half of the state gets into another pretty solid rain for quite a while Friday night. We go into the weekend and we start to transition to some colder flow. And yes, that is snow shower activity you see on Monday. Not much, but just enough to disgust us, right? Disgust us at this time of the year. High pressure builds in early next week, and I do want to alert you that there's another chilly storm system as we head out to mid-April. And notice the difference. Remember, this model that I show you is a good one, but it's kind of always on the chilly side out into the future. And even today, it backs off on the snow showers mid-April. So basically what you're looking at is, you know, probably, again, just some hours of melting snow as it falls with rain. Here are the high temperatures forecast for today. Now, the more sunshine you see, the warmer the air gets, then you know, the higher the chance of severe weather is at your location. Right now, I feel like Coldwater to Ann Arbor to Detroit is the area to watch. But again, we have the engine for severe weather, and we've had some rare things. I'll talk about that in just a minute. We've had some cold tornadoes in the Great Lakes. So it's just something to keep an eye out for. So 60s south half and 40s and 50s north half. So if you do have a wintry mess, if you still have ice, let's go back to this for today. If you still have ice accumulated from the weekend ice storm, it will be long gone by this afternoon. Tomorrow, 60s in the south, 40s in the north. Friday, not bad. Temperatures in the 50s. Saturday, not bad. Temperatures around 60 in a lot of places. Sunday, in the 50s and 40s. And then Monday, cooler. And Tuesday, but then right back to warmer as we head into the week. So at this time of the year, if you see something in the forecast that's cold, know that it doesn't last long. It's a couple of days of disgusting, complain about it, Michigan weather, and then it moves on. So here's the recap for you. It's a conditional severe weather situation today. The maps you may see shared on Facebook or wherever by people could look very ominous. But if it stays showery and cloudy through the day, which it looks like it will to me, the storms will have a hard time becoming severe. They need what we call instability, and storms and rain ahead of that kind of waters down that instability, so to speak. But I will say that I believe it was one of the Xenia, Ohio tornadoes. They've had a bunch down there. It was 50, 55 degrees and had a strong tornado. So sometimes the surface weather, you know, looks a little deceiving, looks a little cool, doesn't feel like you could have a storm, and then just above it, all of the stuff going on gives that potential. So am I concerned for us? Yes, because the parameters are there, but I'm not super ultra concerned until I start to see a lot of sunshine, which I don't think will materialize. So there it is, the MLive Morning Weather Update. Thanks for joining me, and we do this every morning. You can go ahead and share this with your friends. We'd appreciate it very much, and I will broadcast live late this afternoon and this evening if we do get into significant severe weather, and we need to keep updating you constantly. Otherwise, keep updated on mlive.com/weather. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Take care.